Hi, I'm Paul Skeldon, Editor-in-Chief at Telemedia, and I'm here at Telemedia Barcelona in sunny Barcelona, and I'm joined by James from PayRetailers. James, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. I guess the first thing I need to ask you is about the acquisition of Celeris that took place last year, I think,
middle of last year.
Yeah, so just tell us a bit about sort of like how that came about and why that came about.
So our heritage at PayRetailers is in Latin American payments, and what we do really well is provide access to alternative payment methods, so bank transfers, digital wallets, cash payment methods, and the instant payment systems like Pix, like Spay, like Transferencias Tres in Argentina. But the real gap in our provisioning for our customers was cards, and so rather than build our own native capability and start figuring out all of the direct integrations that we needed, Celeris came across our path as a possible acquisition. We talked to Sunil and Chinmay and the team. We realised we had not only a really good product fit, but a really good cultural fit. We serve similar verticals. We have a similar understanding of the types of customers and the types of solutions that we want to go to. And we managed to do what I hope is a very good deal for both of us.
Yeah, I think it will be. So tell us a bit about those opportunities in Latin America. I've heard a lot today here at Telemedia Barcelona about LatAm. Tell us a bit about what the opportunity is there.
I think there are kind of two things that make LatAm interesting for us. Number one is it's very fast growing, right? So it's the kind of CAGR growth rates for a lot of the markets are in kind of mid-teens, which is a very rapid rate of growth. Number two is it's fairly fragmented. So for an aggregator of all of those methods like us, and an acquirer of all of those methods like us, we can solve a lot of complicated problems around banking, around regulation, around technology for customers, which means that we can provide a very high-grade value proposition to people looking to do business in Latin America who don't want to have to go through the pain of opening legal entities locally, of establishing a footprint, etc. So we can serve cross-border, we can provide access to locally relevant methods to all of our customers, and they don't have to worry about extended settlement periods, so we can settle cross-border into Europe, North America, Asia. We can settle very quickly. We can settle in hard currency, so in sterling, in USD. In euro. We can settle via crypto for non-regulated markets. Effectively, we've done a lot of the hard work to try and make life as easy as possible.
So for the guys here at Telemedia, all the sort of CPs and VAS companies, you're an ideal sort of one-stop to get the payment side of operating in those countries in LatAm sorted.
That is definitely our hope. I think the other interesting thing about LatAm is cards is not necessarily the primary payment method for your typical user. So in Brazil, for instance, it's Pix. In Mexico, it might be Spay. In Peru, it's Yape and Plin. And a lot of those alternative payment method networks are now building native recurring capability for subscriptions. So Pix Automatico has gone to market. It's being very successful. Which basically replicates cards recurring, but removes a lot of the friction associated with card recurring transactions and makes recurring a native capability in the most popular payment method. Yape has done the same thing in Peru. WebPay in Chile has the same capability. There are variations across the continent, and most of the countries are now building. If they, like Colombia's just released Brevi, which is a copy of Pix, which is a copy of UPI in India. Peru is working with MasterCard at the moment to build their version of Pix, and Argentina's built Transferencias 3.0, which is an interoperable QR code system, and is building on top of that. And so I think all these methods are kind of reaching the level of maturity where they're becoming relevant to the kind of companies that we see here at Telemedia.
Yeah, and it's a way of plugging into some or all of those markets incontinent without it being too painful.
Our aim is that we can provide all of that behind one API, one contract, one weekly, monthly, daily, whatever it is, settlement, and hopefully make life very easy for the customers that choose us.
Well, that's what it's all about. So that sounds great. So James, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that. Really interesting. Hopefully people will be knocking down your door to do business in Latin America. Anyway, thank you for your time. Good to see you. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.